Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be making some potatoes and vegetables. This dish is a great breakfast idea that can be enjoyed by anyone, but is a good choice for a diabetic. Now let's talk about the reasons why combining potatoes and vegetables can be beneficial for your health. Now reason number one is better blood sugar control. The fiber in the vegetables and the complex carbs in potatoes help to maintain stable blood sugar levels. It prevents the spikes and the crashes that occur with high sugar breakfast options. So it's better than eating a donut. Now the second reason is that it enhances cognitive function. A nutritious breakfast fuels the brain and makes it easier for you to concentrate. It also improves the overall mental performance throughout the morning. You can test this on yourself by comparing how you feel when you eat breakfast compared to how you feel when you don't eat breakfast. You will find that it's much harder to concentrate when you don't. The third reason is that this breakfast combination is high in fiber content. The vegetables are rich in dietary fiber, which is good for digestion, and it also helps to regulate blood sugar levels. The fourth reason is that it can help you with weight management. Now, because this breakfast is nutrient dense and it's high in fiber, this breakfast will keep you fuller for longer. So it will reduce the likelihood that you're going to snack later in the day, and this will help you to maintain a healthy weight. Now, you ever notice that when you eat toast or donut or any kind of pastry for breakfast, that you feel super energized in the first hour, and by the second hour you feel like you need coffee or you need to find some kind of snack to boost your energy? Now this can be prevented when you eat a healthy, filling breakfast. Now I have mentioned several health benefits for people that are diabetics, or as we say in Jamaica, you have sugar. This breakfast can also be beneficial for somebody that needs to maintain a healthy heart and manage their blood pressure. Potatoes are rich in potassium, which is essential or important for heart function, and it's also important for blood pressure management. The nutrients in the vegetables also support cardiovascular health. Now, another reason to try this breakfast is the nutrient density. The combination offers a variety of essential nutrients without adding excessive calories. The vegetables add the vitamins and minerals, and the potato contribute B6 and potassium, magnesium, and this support overall health. Baking or boiling your potatoes is the healthiest way to prepare them. But if you're going to prepare it any other way, like today we're going to be frying it a little bit, I would recommend that you use some olive oil or even some coconut oil. It's going to be better than any other oil on the shelf. Now these potatoes were baked in the microwave for about 8 minutes, but you know, it may vary depending on the microwave you use and the size of the potato. I would recommend that you test it with a knife to see if it's cooked through, and then you can cut it up and get it ready for the pot. Now this dish is not a traditional Jamaican dish, but if it's made in a Jamaican household, you better believe we're going to talk about flavor. You know, we're going to add all the seasoning, all the spices, all the herbs, all of that to make this dish as delicious as possible. Now, letting your natural seasoning sizzle in the oil before you add your potato. Release the flavors into the oil. And I'm telling you, it makes a big difference in how flavorful your potatoes are. I also like to add my complete seasoning, all the powder seasoning, to the oil and the vegetables before I add the potatoes. Now, another tip when using garlic salt is that you may not need to add any additional salt to the dish because it has a lot of salt by itself, so you need to test the food before you add the salt. I have worked in healthcare for almost 20 years, and I noticed that the focus is more on medication than it is on nutrition. And so I highly recommend that people should focus on making sure that you're eating healthy food so they don't have to replace their food with medication. That's my recommendation. The root cause of most of our health issues is food, can be traced back to food. You see, life is about balance. Too much of one thing is bad, and too little of that same thing is bad. So it's all about balance. If you eat too much salty, bad. If you don't have enough salt in your diet, it's also bad. Too much sugar, bad, and not enough sugar is also bad. Your brain uses sugar. I know that you cannot eat a lot of sugar as a diabetic, but you still need to get sugar in the form of complex carbs. Hence, the potatoes and the vegetables are good for that. I would also recommend that it's important for people to know their numbers. And by knowing your numbers, I mean like if you are a diabetic or even if you're not a diabetic, but especially for diabetics, I would recommend that you're checking your blood sugar on a regular basis. I would say daily at least. If you have high blood pressure, I would recommend that you're checking your blood pressure at home. I don't think you should have to wait until you go to the doctor's office to figure out what your numbers are. So I would say get a blood pressure cuff. They're usually not that expensive. One that you can use at home. And also for the blood sugar check, you can just get a little glucometer and some strips. Of course, your doctor can prescribe that for you, and you will be able to check your blood sugar levels at home as well. The importance of knowing your numbers is that it gives you an idea of what's normal for you. That means if you start to go up or down, you will be able to tell that that you're out of your norm. If you want your potatoes to be more crispy, you can just let them cook longer, but I like to eat them like this. You can also use sweet potatoes as a substitute for these white potatoes, and you can add more vegetables or a variety of vegetables if you please. These were just the vegetables I had on hand. You can also leave the skin on if you give your potatoes a good scrub, which is what I did. Now, if you find value in this video and you want me to talk about more health tips, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, here's a clip of my beautiful island, Jamaica. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.